Hello, my beautiful lovelies. It's Mara back again. I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and split these up. It's way longer than I thought. I'm not sure how I'm going to split it, but I'm going to split it and it's going to be good. So, welcome back to this will be part 3 or part 17, depending on how I split it, on the 31 income streams that I am chasing after, that I am starting or have halfway, or am trying to master, what have you, wherever I am in that. And I'm trying to give you ideas and put you on how you can make alternative streams of income and multiple streams of income and how to be as efficient as possible. So you're kind of coming along with me on my journey, right? Because I don't want to be the person like, this is how I built it. I want to do it like this is how I'm building it. And I want you on that journey with me because what are we? We are accountability partners. Okay. So with me speaking out loud, it's manifestation, but it's also letting you know that I don't want to let you down, and I'm going to share what's going on there. Everybody's like, just pick one. No, I'm not going to, and I don't have to. I do what I want. Okay, so we're going to jump back into. I kind of went through this, and I feel like I have some of these seem to be like a little bit of a. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have any repeats. Okay. So we left off, let's see here, with the referral links. So we're going to jump back in. I did mention this earlier, but this is going to be different. So there's parts acting, like acting parts like hands and feet, being a foot model or something like that. Not the weird kind. I'm fine with the weird too. Right? Monetize, monetize, monetize. But I'm just saying, like a hand model or lips or neck or whatever, if you have a décolletage, right? So there's parts acting if you don't feel like you can act. And then there's acting, right? Like commercials and all that other stuff. So I have that on here. I did mention in the first video, I believe, that, or the second video, about finding, auditions. I went to Backstage and got a membership there. And yeah, and I'm going to start kind of, looking into doing all sorts of different kinds of acting content, even if it's, oh yeah, do we have that on here? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. See, we're thinking of ones while we go along. So the next one, we'll just run right into that, will be voiceover. Okay. And this is different. So I can find voiceover work within like the Backstage community or what have you, but the voiceover stuff I'm talking about is like audiobooks and children's books and even some erotica. Some people, you can go on to ACX. Okay. And if anybody knows Neil Gaiman, I believe he is part of this, along partnered with Amazon. But go to ACX and you can audition just out of the blue. You can audition to any type of genre of book or whatever author. It's a place where authors and narrators meet. So definitely check that out if you're interested in doing any type of voiceover work, or if you have experience with like ASMR, stuff like that. Definitely look into it. So the next thing is, I think we were going to skip that one because we already kind of went into it. Like some people like really fetishize like feet, stuff like that, like getting into that type of work. But we're trying to keep this all like, I have no problem with it, but I want something that everybody can find relatable on here, and like on the up and up, what they feel is up and up. So we're just going to kind of put that to the side. But I mean, if you're taking photos of your feet for one website, you might as well throw them up on another and get it monetized. Let's see here. So we've got, okay, so the Empathicary. My Empathicary is where I'm selling my oils, my spiritual sprays, my spiritual salt baths, my money spices, my personal gree, my road openers, like all sorts of stuff over there, protection candles. And so I call it my Vigilante Empathicary. So that's where empaths, such as myself, people that are really susceptible to energy, even highly sensitive people, neurodivergent, people on the spectrum, can go over there and protect themselves, take their own hygiene, like energy hygiene, and protect themselves from the people around them. So that is my gift to the world, and so that's a source of income for me. And it's already built out. I have to mess around with the ads and stuff like that, but that's actually built out. So that is an income source, and I'm just going to keep adding. Like I'll be doing face masks And yeah, just all sorts of fun stuff coming through. And I'm going to be experimenting. Like there is this, okay, let me put you on. Have you been over to Makesy? Go check out Makesy. It's like a crafting wholesale place. Okay. And if you want to get into like soap building or bath bomb building, whatever, if you got $500, I know people are like, I don't have $500, but if you can throw it on a card, you can get a whole kit for $500 that gets you started making perfume, making soaps, making bath bombs, whatever you want. They've got these kits, and you just invest that in yourself, and you will, I mean, talk about down to the labels, anything you could possibly need, all the ingredients, all the recipes in one, just to start an at-home business. Okay, so head over to Makesy and check out their DIY kits. Okay, so next up we have the Apothecary. Okay, and then I do have the NSF here, which is not safe for work. Now you can go. I like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything explicit. The most I'll be showing is like lingerie. It'll be lingerie and bathing suit hauls, that type of stuff. But mainly for me, it's gonna be like cosplay and getting to dress up and have a lot of fun and create another avenue for me to feel like I could, because I love to dance, right? But you know, I don't putting that on YouTube, right? So I would love to be able to like dance where I can just be wearing something like this and in my little boy shorts if I want to, if I want to get real corporate, you know, and heels and you know. So yeah, it will be spicy, but it won't be erotica. Let's see here. So that's the NSF, and that's always an option for people, right? You can go and, I mean, there's a buyer for everything. Let's see here. Now we have my consulting. Okay, so I consult, and I have it under here. I do Airbnb consults, which we talked about a little bit earlier with the arbitrage and co-hosting, but this is actually like when I come in and I become the fixer. Where I just go around and I see everything that's wrong and I say, hey, if you want to get on the horse and get your reviews popping and your place stuffed slam full, this is what you need to do. And that's what I've been brought into over 40 properties in the state of Texas, and to do just that. And yeah, so that is my Airbnb consult. And then we already talked about the flight attendant consult. So that would be a double on there. Okay. And then I also have one-on-one. I need to put this on here. One-on-one tarot coaching. I think I'm going to put that in my coffee shop. I think that will be a commission over at the I love that. It's Ko-Fi or Kofi. Ko-Fi shop. I think it's Kofi shop. I think that's what it is. Kofi shop. Like, Kofi shop. But it's like buy me a coffee, but you can put all your merch up there. You can put all of your links. You can put all of your I mean, all sorts of stuff. But it's all like one place for your supporters to come and donate and purchase, and just it's like a community board. It's really cool. Go check it out. It'll be linked below for sure. Let's see here. That's another way. Donations, right? That's another income stream. Doing lives. I don't have that up here. Doing lives. And then donations. Oh my goodness. The idea is just keep rolling through, because these are income streams, right? So if I get on live and people, you know, on a Friday and do a weekend read and people are like just gifting me, right? That's income. Or like doing a TikTok live. Let's see here. So voiceover work, I did have that up there. So we're going to skip that one. Okay. Wall art and tapestries. Now we talked about merch, but I'm talking about wall art. Okay. Where I'm making like stuff for nurseries, or, you know, like I said, custom things for Airbnbs, any type of custom, you know, tarot merch, like, but this is stuff that's meant to be put over the bed or the couch, like upscale, higher end designs. Right. So I have wall art up here. And also, and you know, in sections where you have like the series basically. So designing those. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here since we had a couple. It'll also be the home decor. So I'm not going to make that like I should. A separate one, like pillows and all that other stuff. I don't know if that, I mean, that's all feels like it's all under like the Home Deco art kind of umbrella, but like that, let's just put it there. Like I could just get into doing blankets, right? Or just pillows. So yeah, it's going to be its own line. It's its own line in here, because yeah, that is something for you to get into, right? If you are interested in like one thing, making digital art about that one thing and just selling it and see if it takes off, right? if you're into that one thing, like let's say pickleball, and you really like pickleball, and you have pickleball friends, and you make a pickleball, can I say a pickleball like mug or blanket or onesie or whatever it is, and you show it to all your pickleball friends, I guarantee you're going to get a sale. Heard. So let's see here. Okay, now I also have my readings. Okay, so I have my investigative work, which is different. I do use card divination in readings, or investigative. Yeah, I use card divination in everything. I do. Put it that way. But my readings are separate than my investigative work, if that makes any sense. So when I say investigative, I'm looking into forensic accounting, cold cases, kidnapping and abduction, really severe divorce, child abuse cases, yada, 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 fraud. And so that's the investigative group. And then I have my the readings that are for like, does he love me? Are we going to make it? Am I going to be famous? That type of stuff. So I have my reading separate than my investigative. So it is an umbrella. It's like a subset, but it really is pretty different. Because when I'm doing something for investigative, I'm taking on as a case, right? Like as a case consultant. So I'm getting paid a lot more. Let's put it that way. Okay. So, and then I do a lot of stuff pro bono. In fact, most of the stuff most of the cold cases, abduction, everything like that, most of that is just I help several entities with whatever knowledge I can to help people that cannot defend themselves. So that's my pro bono work, and then we've got. Did we already put? Okay, resumes. Yeah. So I do resume service. It's not my favorite, but it's an option. I have now. I can do it for flight attendants all day long because their resumes are easy. The airlines actually want you to simplify and make them nice and clean, and they're looking for certain buzzwords and everything like that, right? But regular resume, depending on how professional, like I can't do something for a medical, right? Like I don't know enough about your professional, but I do know a lot about finance. I can do. I worked over 30 jobs. I got hired at them too. Like I can rock out a resume. I'm actually really decent, especially customer service, hospitality, anything like that. I can make you look really, really good. So I do have that. I don't think I'm going to be pushing it, but it can be pretty lucrative. So if you can make people look good on paper, or just ask chat GPT to do it and know how to put it together, make it look good, right? You can make some cash. I'm talking about professionals will throw down easily $350 to $500 on a resume. One, especially if you specialize in like one certain area that you just know like the back of your hand, and you know the lingo and the jargon. Yeah, for sure. So that's for you. Okay, then I have my Grigri. So it is under my Empathicary, kind of like all of the services, but my Grees are going to be different. So what's Gree? It's a little mojo bag, but they're like personal charm mojo. They kind of roll into the necklaces, so that's a little soft. But I think with all of the social media, 15 streams of income with social media alone, I think we can kind of pad this list a little bit, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, now I have my matchmaking, right? So for me, the biggest thing I do with card divination is like character assessments. Oh, I don't have that up there. Yeah, my that's right. My client firing, hiring, and character business. I forgot okay, so I am also a business consultant. For clients and customers and hiring and firing and everything like that. I just haven't pushed it that much, but I'm about to do like a huge LinkedIn push. So it's on there. Because of those are the types of people that I really want to serve. Let's see here. So resume, the Gree, the matchmaking. Okay, yeah. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I actually don't want to like find one person and put them with another person. What I'm trying to do with the matchmaking service is to keep people from dating the wrong person. So if you've got several people in your DMs and you're wondering, or you're on a dating site and you've got several people, or you're just starting to date, a couple of people or whatever it is, and you need the tea on who they be. This is going to be like, yes, it's part of the readings, but it's a character assessment. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm hoping like $10 a head, to save you like 3 to 9 years of headache, possibly in a very short amount of time. So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. So that's something I'm going to be pushing probably like on TikTok and stuff like that. I think that's for the younger crowd. And then, well, I guess it's for every crowd. Every crowd's dating, but I feel like that might get eaten up if, especially if I make it at a very low price. And they're a lot of fun for me. I just love making sure that people are not getting involved with crazy people. Let's see here, because I know how horrible it can affect your life, like forever. Being involved with the wrong person, right? Or working at the wrong place, or having the wrong friends, wrong in bad environments, bad environments. So I can't see without my glasses. I keep wanting to take them off. I've had them on all day. I'm tried. I know my energy's a little low from the other videos, but I wanted to go ahead and just knock it out. Be in the same clothes, be in the same mindset, right? So we have dating profiles and profiling. Yeah. Okay. That's different from the magic. So then we have image consults. And I think I want to do this. I'm thinking about like, not catfishing, but like going on dating sites and like saying, your profile is terrible. Can I help you out? Yeah, and get people like on the dating. So I'm kicking this around, but it's definitely helping people out with their profiles and even their photos, because I was a professional photographer, but I don't know how easy that'll be to like do it from like a Zoom or something like that. But yeah. Oh, and Did you know that you can? Oh gosh, I got to put this down. Remote staging. What? I didn't even know people, because I was like, man, I wish I could stage. You can. People do that from remote. What does that mean? So like Airbnb people, they want to, look at the house and then you say that needs to be over there, that needs to be over there, and take that picture and put it there. Like I did that for before I sold real estate. I did that for like 3 years, 2 or 3 years for a real estate agent. Before I even got my real estate license. And I'm really good at it. I love it. I love design and all that other stuff. And I'm a thrifter. So everything is always, I always work with the least amount of things that, you know what I mean? Inexpensive things that I can do. And that's originally why people were bringing me into the Airbnbs, just to make them look pretty. And then I'd, manage. So, that's definitely an idea if somebody's like thinking about, if you're really good with like design and stuff like that, but you're like, how do I get out there? See if you can start designing like remote doing, do some for free for people, check it out, experiment, put yourself out there and say, I don't even know if this is possible. Do it to like a neighbor or a relative or something, and say, hey, why don't you walk around with the phone with me and let me see if I can make your house look better? You know what I mean? Something along those lines, so that it's like not so scary. Then we have here boudoir. Okay, so I already told you about my boudoir photography. So that's if I were to get back into photography, that kind of goes under that. That's the only thing that I'd really get back into, except for my gallery prints. And I think, yeah, gallery and boudoir are over here. So I'm gonna have to count all these, but I feel like we're in the 31. Well, again, those 15 social media profiles, right? I mean, they give me a lot of wiggle room. Okay, and then so this is another. I did talk about the gallery prints, but stock photography is a different way of making money, where I could use those gallery prints, right? I could use those prints, but also stock photography, like with people. Like stock photography is like when you get a photo and there's people hugging in there or whatever. That's stock. Anything that's a static photo that needs for pamphlets, anything like, excuse me, is stock photography. And so a lot of photographers, that's all they do, is they walk around like town and take pretty pictures of stuff and then sell it for stock. So that's a whole different income stream than doing like gallery, where I am approaching an art gallery and saying, put my stuff on the wall, or asking them to put my stuff on the wall, right? Okay, this next one, oh yeah, this next one's a good one. Posture. So I told you I'm a thrifter, right? But I'm also, so back in the day, I'm not as nomadic. Let's just put it the way. I will start traveling a little more, but I was a nomadic digital minimalist. I've been traveling with basically 2 bags, and I had a guitar. But for about 6 years now. So I had like 3 pairs of shoes. Like I now have a closet. Like I do have stuff, like a little inventory, but none of everything that I have gotten, including the clothes that I thrift, and including all of my inventory for candle, everything like that, I could throw into one of the small, whatever you call it, storage units, and pick up and go in a minute. Right? I shed all this stuff, a whole storage unit, was ripped away from me, and everything I own, baby picture, everything is gone. But I have now everything belongs to me that is mine. It wasn't given to me, so it doesn't have any energy attached to it, right? And so this next one is really exciting because this is also something that you could possibly make into, because again, we're talking about efficiency and we're trying to reduce waste and time and everything like that. So because I love to thrift and I want to keep doing it, but I don't want to keep all the clothes, right? Because I just want to wear something till I love it and then be done with it. But I also love like just dressing up, and I want to start doing that on here. Oh, I forgot. Here's another one. Thrift store auction. Store live auction. So basically it's like these I want to be able to get the clothing and then try it out, and shop for really good stuff because I'm really good at picking out stuff, and then being able to turn around and sell it on Poshmark and ThredUp and Depop and Mercart and all the things on there, the purses, the shoes, the stuff like that. I tend to find some really good finds, and yeah, and I know what I'm, I have a good eye, and I just think that this is going to take off, and it's going to be a lot of fun because I'll be doing like the thrift hauls for the YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, but then I'll be able to take that, like, so that'll be advertising, right? But then I'll be able to sell those items, but I'm giving myself a lot of advertising by putting it on YouTube and wherever I'm going to put it. That's another thing where you really want to think about making that long form video and then chopping it up, right? And then sending those shorts out to get people to come back and watch the entire long video. That's some tea for you. Okay. So we have, okay. So next one, I'm not gonna, this one is close to my heart and I don't want anybody to know about it. It's my idea. Let's just put it this way. It's a subscription service. Okay. It'll be a subscription, a subscription like box, like a monthly box of lovely things, but I'm not going to tell anybody what's in it or the other thing that's associated with that. So we've got two mystery, whatever you call it, income streams, but you get the roundabout. And then, so this last one also, that's going to go with the thrift store that I just came up with. Well, I didn't come up with, I actually have I have it written down. I have a whole name for it, and I know at night and what time I'm doing it. But after I do my market days and thrift shopping, I'll be able to come home and then auction off the stuff I find. So I'm going to be doing live auctions. I don't know if it'll be Facebook Mark, but I don't know. But I'm going to be doing lives, going on live, and then selling the stuff live. And I'm really excited about that. I might throw it up in an Etsy shop. I'm not sure, just to have a place for people to go to. I'm not really sure. Etsy is like really not the place to be anymore. And so I might shop around for another service or place platform like that. I know there's plenty of them out there, but I don't even know if that's necessary. And that feels like a lot more work, like doing all the listings and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, you're like, what about the rest of the stuff? And I'm just like, I don't like doing things if I don't like doing it, and if I'm not good at it and it takes too much energy, then I'm like, nah, I just don't. I have so many other things, and that's where that's where we're gonna end it, right? With the ADHD and the neurodivergency and all of the things. It's like, look, all of these ideas, right? You don't have to pick one, but you can just start somewhere, right? Making that TikTok once a day. How do you eat an elephant? This is what they tell you at Delta Flight Attendant training, right? How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. Tiny, tiny increments. So thank you so much for joining me over here. Please, I would love all of your comments, all of your questions. If there are any nasty comments, you're going to be blocked like right away. There's no take backsies or anything like that. If you're rude, there's a certain way, like we treat with each other with respect on this channel. And if you can't do that, or with each other in the comments or whatever, I doubt. But again, the universe, YouTube is troll university as well. So thank you so much again. But I would love to hear from you. What other topics would you like? I know we just covered like a whole crap ton. So yeah, I'm just really excited to hear from you. And I look forward to building this family a little bit bigger. Okay. All right. We'll see you on the flip, y'all.